Hey guys, welcome back to another diary series with your girl Monica. Sorry it's late, but my baby girl, I thought I was doing the right thing by saying, okay, she don't want to take her nap, I'll let her take her nap whenever she wants. Lo and behold, she took her nap around 12, but no. She took her nap like around 2 because she didn't wake up till 6. And she stayed up till 12:39. I tried putting her to, me and my husband were playing hot potato. He'd be like, all right, your turn, Moni. Sorry, my camera's shaking a lot. My baby's going through my table. And then I would do it, and then I wouldn't say tap in, or anything, but he would see that I was taking forever and I was tired, so he would step in. I didn't have to tell him, it's your turn. He would just step in when he saw I was taking forever. He's like, but I gotta tell you, I feel bad. Now he's making me feel bad, but he's such a good daddy at putting her to sleep. Like, that's his specialty. It's like, I don't blame her. Like, daddy got some really strong built arms, so even mommy likes to go to sleep in his arms. He just hasn't put mommy to sleep in his arms in a very long time. So yeah, and by the time she went to bed, I was just exhausted, guys. I was just exhausted. I was like, there's no point in me trying to make a diary series because number one, it was already past midnight. It was almost 1. And by the time I would have done doing it, I would have been to bed again around 3. And I was already running off 3 hours of sleep because I couldn't sleep. And when I woke up, guys, I literally felt like I went on a cocaine binge for a week and I was coming down. That's how nasty I felt. And I went out to smoke a cigarette, The funny part before, my cat was literally like those cats you see on YouTube or TikTok memes where they're constantly stalking you. I swear to God, I used the bathroom. My cat was outside the door when I opened it. I was like, okay. I went to the room to get something. I turned back. She's by the door looking at me. And I'm like, okay. I come to the living room to sit down and chill. She's right here in front of me. When I look down, I'm like, stop stalking me. I know what you want. I don't feed you tuna. It's not my place. So stop stalking me. And no, my female cat is relentless. She definitely fits in with our family because she's determined. So after I went out to go smoke an entire cigarette because I was on the phone and I totally lost time because I can never smoke a full cigarette. And I'm feeling the after effect. So I smoked the full cigarette. I realized, I was like, okay, I have a few minutes to get to the sofa before I get dizzy, especially, and probably throw up. So I came in. My cat, again, was waiting for me. So I got so fed up. I'm like, okay, I'll give it to you. And that was my mistake. Because I fed her tuna, and by the time I was sitting down, I was already blacking out, and I was trying to scream for my daughter, but I didn't have the strength to scream loud enough. And yeah, I just passed out right here next to the sofa, and literally when I woke up, I had both my dogs and my cat staring at me like, holy crap, did our owner die? And I'm looking at them laughing like, no, fools, I'm fine. I just smoked an entire cigarette, which I never do, and it got me real sick. So I stopped vaping because my lungs are hurting way too much. And I realized how bad it is that I got to quit smoking cigarettes altogether. I was going to hit up my brother because he's starting to become an RN nurse. He's a paramedic, so he knows all that good stuff. And, it kind of helps because if you have a hangover, I can just call my brother, put some IVs in me, And he's already delivered 3 babies, so he knows he's good. He's pretty, if I want to give birth at home, I just call my brother. But anywho, so after that, I was just chilling in the sofa like, damn. I was touching my head like, did I hit myself? And then after that, I'm like, okay, this is going to be a very bad day because, number one, I have epilepsy. I don't talk about it much because it's just very hard for me to talk about. I still have PTSD from it when I got diagnosed. And it really turned my life upside down. That's another story in itself. But I knew that I was going to end up getting seizures because if I don't sleep, it triggers my seizures because I am very, very tired and I cannot function and my brain is just misfiring. That's what it happens. So luckily, I don't remember, but when we were smoking last night, my husband was like, "Are you okay?" And I don't remember shit. I just remember trembling because it was so cold, and I kind of blacked out, but I didn't fall or anything. I was just standing there until my husband snapped me out of it and said, "Are you okay?" And I'm just like, "What? Why are you asking me that? What happened?" And I'm just like, shit, I had a fucking partial seizure, because that's when you're still standing but staring off, but you're having a seizure. It's a partial seizure. So I was just like, I think I just had a seizure. I'm like, I don't remember nothing. I just blacked out. And he's like, go inside now. And I'm like, okay. So I came inside because the cold makes me tremble and it screws up my head and I get another seizure doing that. That's why in the winter it's very, very hard for me to go out and smoke cigarettes, especially when it snows. I have to take blankets with me because if I am trembling, I will get a seizure. So it's happened before, and my husband he gets scared, so he just gets mad instead of, getting scared. That's how he reacts to it, by getting mad. But that doesn't help the situation. So, yeah, it was a very crazy day. And then after that, my cat got spooked at night by another cat because she be taunting him. She be in the window looking for him constantly. And he finally showed up to in front of the door and came to say, "What's up?" Because, my husband, she just jumped backwards and was just like, and we're like, what the hell's going on? I thought she was fighting with my male cat. But when I saw her, she kept on looking back. I'm like, oh, look, she's looking for reinforcement. No, I was wrong. She was making sure my cat wasn't going to creep up on her because I guess it was a male cat. And she was going to take it out on my cat because she was going to literally fuck my cat up, my other cat. So my husband grabbed her and stopped her from doing it. But I seen cat fights. I don't know how to break them up. I would just see my mom throw water at them and try to break them up that way. But I'm better at breaking dog fights than cat fights because cats, they claw and bite. Dogs just bite you, So you just got to watch for the head and the mouth. But that was crazy, I'm telling you. And then to make the matters even, the cherry on top, thank God we were up. And I love this apartment complex. All the neighbors are freaking amazing. We all help each other. We all watch out for each other. We all, share. If some people need sugar, eggs, whatever, bread, we share with amongst each other. So we even cook food and share amongst each other. So, what I'm trying to say is I saw some big black dude come, I'm not trying to be racist or anything, but come to our door and knock. But I saw he had a vest and it said something. So I'm like, oh, shit, that's a sheriff. So I told my husband, honey, I think the sheriffs are here. And when he opened the door, it was just a regular dude with tactical gear with 2 guns. And my husband's like, you know what, let's step outside and talk. Because he wasn't sure, because we already had another neighbor come up to us and was actually talking shit because we were outside and witnessed him fight with someone, and we're like, it's not our fault, we were all smoking a cigarette and you decided to get down. Like, we weren't recording you or anything, we were just watching free show while we smoked a cigarette. So my husband told him to F off. So we thought there was something similar, but no, he was actually the neighbor from upstairs who's very quiet, just goes, what side? Oh, the other side, I'm sorry. But yeah, I never seen him. That's why I was like, I don't recognize him. But apparently there is 2 juveniles going through car to car, checking the car. And of course, we forget to lock our door, never lock it, because that's never happened in this area. Like, I read about these 2 kids doing the same thing in a different location. So that's why I was trying to go back and find that post, because I had a picture of them, see if it was them. But I was like, okay, but he came with his guns, he was strapped, and he was going around warning all the neighbors to lock their cars, and he didn't have to do that. He could have he shooed him away. He chased him and told him to F off, and then he came and told the manager. But, yeah, he went around and warned all the neighbors. He came and warned us, thank God, because we didn't lock the car, and my husband had taken out his tools earlier to fix my baby's toy, because we got our bubble machine. And I am so happy he came and warned us, and I'm so happy we were up this late, because that's messed up. I spent a lot of money to get my husband his tools for Christmas, and I would have been very upset, and we don't even have car insurance, so we couldn't even claim it in insurance, because if you have car insurance and you add that extra theft protection, anything, they cover up to a certain amount. So That's what I always add on my insurance, because my cars have been broken into and the most ridiculous shit have been stolen out of my car. So I once left a bunch of fruit roll-ups, snacks for the kids, because I didn't want them to see me that I bought them. I was going to take them down when they fell asleep. Well, fell asleep, woke up the next day, and they were all gone. I called the cops to make a report, and they're like, what was stolen? I'm like, you're going to laugh. I'm like, all my kids' snacks and fruit roll-ups were stolen. So it's like, okay, this can probably be a homeless. And I kind of already figured who it was, but I didn't want to snitch like that, because I was like, once I hang up, let me handle it. So yeah, I handled, of course, confronted the people, and their excuse was that they didn't have food for their kids and they were desperate. So I was like, yeah, you could ask next time, because that was for my kids. You just stole from my kids. Now my kids don't have food. So they offered to give it back, but I told them that was fine. I understand. Parents will do desperate shit for their kids. And so I totally understand. I told them, no, next time, please don't steal from my car, because I already knew who it was. It's obvious. So I'm like, just ask, and I'll be more than free to share. I will never neglect food to anyone, no matter what race or color you are. I will never neglect food from you. So they felt bad. They apologized. So I called the police, and I'm like, you know what? I found out who it was. I confronted them. They apologized. They offered to return the items, but basically it's just two desperate parents stealing for their kids. So I'm like, I want to call this off. It's fine. I told them they can keep the food items and stuff, but next time I appreciate if they would ask. So the sheriffs were just laughing, because it's just like, this is the most pathetic call ever. Like, yeah, they stole food from my car. So, but still, it's just a fact that I got violated. They broke into my car and jacked my shit. That was for my kids. So, but once I confronted them and they told me the truth, and the fact they came out with the truth and admitted it, and they said, our kids were hungry, and they were staying in their car and in a back house, in a trap house with their kids. So I couldn't say no. I couldn't say, like, yeah, I gave my shit back. If you know, I couldn't do that. Because my mom taught me different, and they raised me the Catholic way, and we always have to honor our neighbor, and they were my neighbors from across the street, so I couldn't do that to them. And eventually, here and there, I would buy them groceries, and they would just be like, no more, thank you, we appreciate it. I'm like, no, if I got the money to help you, I'll fucking do it. They didn't want me to help them, because they felt bad they broke into my car, but it's like, I understand as a parent, you gotta do what you gotta do, especially if your kids are hungry. Jesus Christ. Did Bridget just fart that loud? Jesus, my dog just laid out the biggest fart ever. But anyways, guys, yesterday was a very eventful day. To finish off the day, we went to 5 and Below, and then we came home. All that crap happened with the people in the cars, but it was a really crazy day. Like, if I continue, this diary vlog will go longer than it should be, so I like to keep them under 10 minutes. But I'm telling you, I can't really fit everything that happened yesterday into a diary series vlog, because there should be another video, because it was a really crazy, more like the Twilight type of crazy weird day. Like, so much stuff was happening all around us all at the same time. It was overstimulating. It was just like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? So, and then my baby was screaming her head off because she didn't want to take a nap. And finally, I got so frustrated, because if I get to the point where I feel like I'm going to do something stupid, I'll tell my daughter to step in and let me take a smoke or break, and then I'll tackle it again. Because my brother always told me, he had a preemie, that sometimes he would feel like he was going to smother her because she would just cry and cry. He's like, sometimes I just had to put her down, let her cry. I know she's going to be okay. She's not going to stop breathing from crying. And I would go out, take a cigarette break, and then come back and start all over again. So finally, she's like, Mom, let me help you. And I'm like, okay. Because I was at that point, like, I wasn't going to hurt my baby or anything, but I just wanted to grab her mouth and be like, shh. So I told my daughter, like, yeah, take her, because I'm getting overwhelmed real bad. I even called my husband, like, help. But he's at work. What's he going to do? Sing to the baby? Which is not a bad idea. So, but yeah, my daughter put her to sleep, and that was that. Sorry, this vlog went a little bit longer than usual, but a lot happened yesterday. I wanted to catch you guys up on all the tea, and let's see what happens today. It's only 9:30. Let's see what happens today, because this is going out today. This is real time today. So I love you guys, and I will see you in my next diary series. At the end of the day, I'll film the other one. Let's see what happens. I'm telling you, my life is crazy. You never know what's happening. So, I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next diary series. Mwah. Don't forget to subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. Love ya.